Please, we are students from University of Health and Allied Sciences. I'm in the person of Mary Poku Aden. These are my group members. We are here today, as we said the last time, to give education on stone crushing. Yes. And some of the problems we identified. So today, as we came the last time, there were a lot of problems we identified, and we are here to talk about the problems. Some of the problems we identified was that during the stone crushings, you weren't in the duty hand gloves, nose masks, your cap, you weren't in protective clothing and boots. And when you are doing this work, you need to protect yourself from harm, because you don't know when the harm might happen. As you know, cracking the stones too, at a point, some of the particles too can enter into your eyes, which can cause serious eye injuries to you. Now it will even end up maybe taking you to the hospital for us to have for you to go through an operation, which will end up, having an effect on the taking much more of your money you get from this place. So today we are here to educate you on how to protect yourself so that you can prevent some damages. First point, I'll be talking about the goggles. We have a banner here, which we'll be using to do most of the explanation on the banner. So as you can see from the banner, this is a man here who works at a stone site. So as you can see, he's wearing all the protective equipment. We have the safety gloves, the clothes, the earplugs to prevent the sound. You see, if you are cracking the stones, there are sound being made, and which can also cause damage. If it's not, it can cause damage to your hearing. And he's wearing his protective helmet, wearing the goggles, nose masks to prevent dust, and the protective boots. So I'll take the first point, which I'll be talking about the goggles. Then my colleagues will take us through the other protective equipment. So as you are crashing the stone, you need the goggles. Here, this is a picture of it. To prevent particles from, as you break the stones, to prevent particles from getting into your eye, which can cause injury. And the goggles to prevent the dust around by the can also get into your eye, which can cause an eye condition called pterygium. So when we talk about pterygium is a growth of is a wedge-like growth which grows on the eye, ends up covering the eye and prevents you from seeing. When you have pterygium, you have to go to the hospital, and then they will have to perform an operation on you to remove the wedge-like cover that has covered the eye which is preventing you from seeing. This one, you see, your hard-earned money you make here, you end up taking it to the hospital just to treat yourself. So it's good to wear the protective goggles to prevent all these. So next, my colleague will continue from the next one.
Okay, so please, the next protective element we want to talk about is the protective boots. You see, you are not in slippers, excuse me to say, and then your sister is just in a flat slipper. So maybe sometimes stepping on the stones, you might injure under your feet. And then also with the protective clothing, sometimes you get dust, irritations to the skin, because some people are allergic to dust and all, and then it affects their skin. So please, then we come to the gloves too. It's not just the normal. I don't know if you have seen the other gloves. They are heavy. I don't know if you've seen that one before. Yeah, you wear that one. Sometimes when you are hitting the stones, you might end up using the hammer to hit your hand. Okay, that one too is a problem.
Okay, please, my name is Islam, and then I will continue with the gas mask. Okay, so as you are crashing, you can all testify that as you are crashing the stones, there are some particles that are being that comes from the stone, and that particles can go through your nose or the eyes, as my sister said. So with the ones in the nose, when the particles enters the nose, it can cause serious health problems. And these problems that will cause will actually make you also use the money that you earned at the day. So let's say at the end of the day you get money for this, and then something happens to your nose, or you get sick as a result of the particles entering your nose, and you go to the hospital, and you are going to use this same money to pay for the bills and then the medications that they will give you to for such sicknesses. Then we are urging all of you to have your nose mask with you whenever you are crushing the stones. As you are crushing the stones, it makes noise. So everyday crushing, everyday noise, it will affect the ear. Okay, so you have to get an ear plug so that it will reduce the amount of sound okay, so that it won't cause any issue to the ear. And with the little baby over here, see, she's not grown no, but when you come to work, you come with your baby girl. The eardrums are not that developed, so as you are crushing it every day, it can also have an effect on her ear. The ear plugs should be worn during the crushing of the stones so that the sound will reduce and then it will not have an effect on the ear. All this that we are saying, at the end of the day, it will have an effect on our health, and we will send these same sicknesses to the hospital, and then the small money that we have with us, we will use that same money to pay. So at the end of the day, we will use the money to go and heal ourselves at the hospital, and we'll come back to zero. So we are urging all of you to wear the nose mask, use the ear plugs, wear protective helmets, and then safety gloves, and then the boots, so that when you are doing the work, you will not have any harm or any issues with your it will protect you. You will not have any issue with your health, and then you'll be safe.
Please, I'm Bridget Nkoma. Now with Bridget Nkoma, and I'll be talking about the position, how they sit or how they bend the back before they crack the stones and this thing. The way they are sitting over there, the woman is sitting with the spine or the back. She might have a condition called you have scoliosis, spinal scoliosis, spinal scoliosis and lordosis. So as she bends the back like this, the spine is being affected. So she's supposed to have a seat with a back sitting like some of his hyping or something, so that this base will also be raised. This one will be raised, so that she wouldn't bend the back as she's cracking, which will affect the back. And as she grows old, she'll be having problems with the musculoskeletal system, as in the body, everything. She wouldn't be bending as she's walking. She wouldn't be using sticks. So as she's working, she has to also control the sitting position, the sitting posture, and those things, so that it wouldn't affect her. She wouldn't get the side effects right now. Maybe she's having it, but she wouldn't be complaining a lot. But as she grows older, that's when she'll be having a lot of the effects. And as they said, please, you have to wear your overalls, your boots, and everything, because some of the conditions, you may not get it from the rocks. Other insects and other animals sit or come here to just, these are their territories. That's where they sit, like the lice, the tick, and those things. That's where they sit. And maybe when you get being bitten by those kind of animals, you may not even see them. Scorpions and those things, you may not see them, and you'll be having what infection or conditions that you may not even know the cause of it. But as a result of it, if you wear them, you may not get them. And if you are being pricked, this is a cell, you have tetanus. So if you are being pricked by the stones and you are not wearing your boots or something like that, and you have this thing called cellulitis, all these organisms are found in the cell. If you are not careful and you are being pricked, it can cause cellulitis. Cellulitis, your leg, one of it can be swollen like that, and you'll be finding this kind of fluid inside. Like a lot of people have it around, but they may not know the cause of it. All this can be contributing to the cause of those kind of conditions. So we are urging you all to wear your protective right now. If you are not having enough money to buy this, just wear overall on it, and you wear socks or you wear boots. Not boots like this long one, but shoe, something like that.
You can't wear shoe. I didn't ask you to wear sneaker. Something like that, or socks. That's what we are urging you, so that you wouldn't be pricked, or you wouldn't find yourself being bitten by those kind of animals that we are talking about. Did you understand? Thank you.
So thank you very much. And we want to thank all of you for your cooperation, for making today's education a success, allowing us to come here to educate people today about stone crushing. Thank you very much.